Welcome you all to our Achiever Academy. Student, in the chapter solid state, in the chemistry, we are going to study the further part, that is particles in the unit cell, as well as we are going to study what type of unit cells are there. So there are total 4 different types of unit cell. So one by one we will study, and we will study the figure. Accordingly you will understand. So first type of a unit cell which we are going to study is simple cubic unit cell. You can also call it as a primitive unit cell. It is symbolized with this SC, means simple cubic. Now let's see the diagram of this. We will first draw a cube. So in this cube, in simple cubic unit cell, the particles which are present, they are present at 8 corners of the unit cell. So as we can see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 corners are there. So we are showing these particles at 8 corners. Now students, in this way, the simple cubic unit cell which contains the 8 particle at 8 corner. Now the further part which we are going to study, that we are going to calculate the number of particles. So number of particles in unit cell. Okay. Now before that, let's understand here. Now see student, this particle is spherical. This particle is spherical. If I want to show you this way, if this particle is a spherical particle, okay, and this way we can make the particle into the half. Okay. Now this half particle we'll see. So this half particle we can divide it into the 4 parts. So this is the half part of the sphere, and that further we have divided into the 1, 2, 3 and 4 part. So student, this half part divided into the 4 part, and the upper half part will also get divided into the 4th part. So 4 plus 4 is 8. It means that a sphere can be divided into the 8th part, and it means that this part which is present at the corner of the simple cube is the 1/8 part of the sphere. This particle, what is it? 1/8 part. So I'll highlight this part here. So this much part. So this part is 1/8 part of that particle is present at the corner. So if I want to calculate actually how many number of particles are present or contributed to this unit cell, so here we'll do the calculation. Number of particles is equal to, as there are how many particles students? 8 particles. So 8 into, out of those 8 particles, 1/8 part of that particle is only contributed. So if we will calculate this, ultimately it is equal to 1. So how many number of particles are present in the simple cubic unit cell? 1 particle. So it is very important student. If you have understood this, we will able to solve problem based on this. So this is 1 particle is only. So this all 8 particle together to going to make it to 1 particle. Fine. Now here in the further figure you can see how those particles are compactly placed, because this is while drawing on the paper we have to draw a diagram this way, but actually as it is a solid, the particles are very compactly placed. This distance is not there. You can see in this figure. So where particles are, see how compactly they are placed. Okay, and the next figure which we are going to show you here, in this next figure you can actually see how only the 1/8 part of that particle is there, so that is going to make the one particle whole. So is it clear, student? Simple cubic unit cell. Okay, so it always contain one particle. Now we will study the next type of unit cell, that is body centered cubic unit cell. Body centered cubic unit cell. Okay. Now in this body centered cubic unit cell, it is a clue is there. Body centered means at the center of this cube, of this unit cell, there is one particle is present. So with the help of diagram I will show you. So here I will draw first a cube. So we will draw this square, another square, and then we will join the edges like this. So this is our cube. Okay. Now see, 8 particles are present at the 8 corner. Okay. Along with this 8 particle, you will see at the body of this cell one more particle is there. So that we will show at the center like this. So this one particle present at the center of the body and 8 particles are present at the 8 corner. Now let's calculate the number of particles present in body centered cubic unit cell. So number of particles in BCC unit cell is, first you can see there are 8 particles at 8 corners. So those 8 particles is going to contribute 1/8 part. What we have seen in the simple cubic unit cell, that same thing we have to write here. And the further what? Further this one particle which is not sharing with anyone. This is totally allotted to this unit cell. So this we will consider as a 1. So this 1 plus 1 is equal to number of particles, 2 number of particles. Is it clear, students? So same way you can see this figure beside here, where you can see how particles are placed in the 3-dimensional view. And the further diagram, the next diagram, where you will see how actually the 1/8 particle at the 8 corner, along with the middle there is a one particle which is present, which is totally contributed to this unit cell. So that's why the number of particles present in the body centered cubic unit cell always equal to 2. For unit cell which we are going to study is face centered cubic unit cell. Okay. Now in face centered cubic unit cell, let's see by the diagram how we can calculate the number of particles. So now as we seen that there are the 8 particles are present at the 8 corner. So let's show first 8 particles. As well as this face centered cubic unit cell means particles are also present at the face. Now this area of the cube, okay, which has got shared with the other unit cell, if we stack the other unit cell one of the other above, so you will see this face got shared with the other unit cell. So here we will show the particle. This is the first face, first particle, then the second, third, then the fourth particle, 4 phases, and as well as the phase is behind, as well as it is in front. So at each phase we have shown 6 particles. Now if you want to calculate the number of particles present in the face centered cubic unit cell, so we have to see that number of particle. So let's see number of particles in FCC. Okay. Now, before calculating the particles, just see by this diagram where you will understand how particles are present at each corner as well as at each face. Now see student, when the particle present at the face, so that particle is partly got shared between the two faces. So actual, if you see, only the half particle is present at this face. Even this particle also, only the half particle is present at this face. That way, if there are the 6 particles, only the half of it got allotted to this each face. So let's calculate it. Here, first there are the 8 particles at each corner. Now the 1/8 is there, which is shared, plus there are the 6 particles and only the half part of that particle got present or got shared with the in the face. So if we will calculate this, what we will get is, so the total number of particles which are present in the unit cell are 4 particles. See, you can see the next figure where you can see how the particles are present at the 8 corner as well as the half of the particle got shared or present at the each face. Can you see that? Okay. Now let's go with the 4th type of a unit cell, that is end-centered unit cell or the base-centered unit cell. Okay. Now base-centered unit cell, in this type of unit cell, the particle is present at the 2 opposite faces. Now first I'll show you the okay. Here we'll show this 8 particle at 8 corner. Okay. Along with this 8 particle, you will see at the 2 opposite end. Now these are the 2 opposite ends. So we'll show 1 particle at this end and 1 at this end. So 2 particles are present. Or they may be present at these 2 opposite ends. So at a time, there are only the 2 particles are present at the 2 opposite ends. So with this, even you have seen in the FCC how there are number of 8 particles as well as along with it there are 6 particles. So this way we have completed all different types of unit cell. Our next topic is crystal system. Now a French mathematician, he has done a mathematical operations and analysis where he has seen that crystal system can be arranged in the 14 different ways, or there are the 14 different ways are there by which you can arrange a crystal lattice. So this crystal lattice, this is also called as a Bravais lattices. So there are total 14 different Bravais lattices are there. Now students, actually there are the 7 crystal systems are there, and then further by changing the edge length or by changing the bond angle, that is alpha, beta and gamma, we will get 14 different arrangement. Now let's see what are those 7 crystal system. Okay, so those are, now I'll give you one clue to remember those. See, C T O, okay, M T, and then H R. C T O M T H R. So let's see, each of this alphabet stands for certain type of unit cell. Now C is what? Cubic. This T is for tetragonal. O stands for orthorhombic. M stands for monoclinic. Okay. Then T is triclinic. H is hexagonal. And lastly, R stands for rhombohedral. Now, these are the 7 crystal system: C, T, O, M, T, H, R. Now, by arranging this 7 crystal system in different changing the bond angle, we'll get 14 crystal lattices. So, I'll suggest one number for you to understand. 32421111. What is it, student? 3242. 32, 42, 111. So if we will add this number, it is going to equal to the 14. Understood? 32, 42, 111. So it is equal to 14. Now let's see different crystal lattices. That is 14 crystal lattices we are going to see. As I said, C that is 32, means C comes 3 times. C. Then T comes 2 times because 32, 3, 2. O comes 4 times. Okay, 32, 42. C, T, O, M. M is monoclinic. That also comes 2 times. Then last is T, H, and R. 111. Now let's see how we will change the bond angle and the edge length. So let's first do the edge length. Now here again I will give you a clue to remember all this. Now for cubic, A is equal to B is equal to C. In all the 3 cases, before that I think we have to first see the type of crystal. So here first I will give the crystal. Now in cubic, the very first it is a simple cubic, or the other word is primitive. We have studied the 4 different types of unit cell. So it shows simple, cubic or primitive. It also shows body centered cubic and it shows face centered cubic, SBF. Then again simple cubic, body centered. Then this orthorhombic kind of a crystal system unit will shows all different types. That is simple, body centered, face centered, and end centered. That is base centered we have studied. Again, after these 4 different types of unit cell, here we have to use this primitive, which is common in all. That is our simple cubic unit cell, and again E repeats. So this after orthorhombic, Fe, again primitive comes, and after primitive again you have to repeat this E. Keep it in mind that way. And last 3 all shows your primitive, that is simple cubic type of arrangement. Understood? Okay. Now as I have said, we will see the edge length. Now for edge length, how we will do it? Now see, A is equal to B, B is equal to C. Okay. Now A is equal to B, B is equal to C. This kind of condition will be there. A is equal to B, B is equal to C. A is equal to B, B is equal to C. So all cubic kind of unit cell will shows all the 3 same type of edge length. Their edge length is same. Then A is equal to B, but it is not equal to C. It is in the tetragonal kind of a cubic system. And after that, we have to repeat it 2 times. A is equal to B, B is not equal to C. Okay. And then same we have to repeat down. Last, A is equal to B, B is equal to C. A is equal to B, but B is not equal to C. Okay? And then in middle we have to write all not equal to each other. So this way you can remember, students. So till here all will be the same. Understood? A is equal to B, B is equal to C. This for cubic. Then A is equal to B, B is not equal to C. 2 times you have to write. Again this same condition at the end we will write. Okay, and this we will repeat once, and in the middle, that is from orthorhombic, okay, till triclinic, all will be not equal to each other. All edge lengths will be different. This way. Easy to understand. Now, bond angle. Again important, alpha, beta, gamma. Now here in the bond angle, first alpha is equal to beta is equal to gamma. Alpha is equal to beta is equal to gamma, that is equal to 90 degree. So this is same. So this condition is same till the orthorhombic. So till here you have to write the same. So I'll just put a line here, this last, for you to understand. Alpha is equal to beta is equal to gamma is equal to 90. Then the condition changes. Then alpha is equal to gamma, then beta is not equal to 90. Alpha is equal to beta is equal to 90, but beta is not equal to 90. So this repeats 2 times. Beta is not equal to 90 degree. Then all are not same. Alpha is not equal to beta, beta is not equal to gamma. Okay. Then alpha is equal to beta 90 degree, but gamma is equal to 120 degree. And lastly, alpha is equal to beta is equal to gamma, they are not equal to 90 degree. So this way you have to remember. Understood? See this condition, all are 90. This is still orthorhombic, all conditions of orthorhombic. And then you have to just remember, this is repeating again, alpha, gamma not equal to 90, beta is not 90. Then all are not equal to 90. Then alpha, beta is 90, but gamma is 120. And lastly, alpha, beta is equal to gamma is not equal to 90. So this way you have to remember, student. This is required for solving certain problems which you are going to solve for the competitive exam like NEET and JEE. That's why I'm just given you a very easy idea to remember. So is it clear? So with this we have completed 14 Bravais lattices with their different edge length and the bond angle. Make sure that you will like, share and subscribe our HOR Academy channel so that you will get the notification for our next new video. Thank you.